How to sell leads to your clients, part 3. This is for website agencies, automation agencies, consultants, stuff like that. And so you're making money, you have clients, and you have a client that asks, hey, we want to run some ads. Can you help us run some ads? Right? Maybe you haven't ran ads before. Maybe you have a media buyer, but they're leaving. Maybe they're not very good. You got to replace them. And you're in this call and you say, yeah, sure, of course we can help you run ads because it's money for us. So like, yeah, let's go, right? Now they're going to say, okay, what do you think we should run? Google ads or Facebook ads? Most of the time, maybe they say, should we run LinkedIn ads? Maybe they say something else. Basically, every ad platform out there, I would say no to, except for Google ads and Facebook ads, especially for beginners. If you're already running 10 clients and each one has 3-4 ad platforms, you already know what you're doing. Don't listen to me. But for people who are just trying to sell ads to their current clients and you go, I don't know, which one should we go for? This is going to be the pros and cons of each and when you should basically use each. So Google, when should you use Google? So Google is direct response, basically. Like these people have their card out. This is what we would call problem aware, or rather, sorry, this is actually solution aware. This solution aware market. People go to Google. They know they need Google ads, right? They're just choosing who is going to provide them that Google ads. So they have their Google ad service. They have their credit card out. They just need to be convinced of who to go with. They don't need to be convinced to do Google ads, right? So the conversation you're having with your client, they're not solution aware. They're actually problem aware. They need to run ads. And now they're asking you for a solution. This is, they've already decided to run Google ads. Now they're looking for people who run Google ads. So if your client's solution, if your client's service, right, is a pretty obvious service, home service, local services, they sell tires, they sell windows, right? They sell plumbing, whatever that is. People know, if you walk up to somebody on the street and you said, hey, do you understand what my client does? And they would understand it immediately. Google ads works great for you. Meta ads can work also, but that means basically everyone's solution aware for plumbers. Everyone's solution aware for electricians. When your lights go out, you got to call an electrician, right? No one needs to be convinced that they need an electrician, right? No one's saying, hey, have you heard of electricity? Have you heard of, we can help you, right? No one's doing that. Whereas like what I provide, I'll help you as a website agency sell Google ads to your clients. If I walked up to somebody on the street and I said that I do white label ads management for website agencies, people would be like, I don't really know what that means, right? So there's not gonna be a lot of people Googling that. I mean, there is in our industry, but the person on the street is not really going to know who that is. That would be a problem aware person. So Google's great for that, solution aware. Hey, I need clients now, right? I want to get their contact info. I'm going to call them. I'm going to go look at their house. We're going to close them, right? That's what Google is great for. Google is also great because it is low maintenance. This helps your margins. Now, you can't just set it and forget it. Okay, don't get me wrong. You can't set it and forget it. But what you can do is you don't have to spend a ton of time on it. You can hire an expert like me. I have packages, but my packages start as low as $200 a month. They go up to thousands of dollars a month. You can hire someone for $50 an hour, $60 an hour. They can spend an hour a week on Google. And they just look at it and, hey, if it's good, it's good. If not, they can make adjustments. This is going to come around later when we talk about meta ads because it's not the same. Meta ads is very high maintenance. So Google's low maintenance, which is good if you have someone who knows what they're doing, and it'll give great results. Facebook, high maintenance because you have to constantly make new, what's the problem? You don't have to make new images all the time, new videos all the time. There's ways to do it. I can help you with this, maybe post another video about it eventually, but there's no way around it. You're going to have to factor that into your price and your overhead. Either you're going to do it, or you have to hire, someone to do it. Even with AI, like AI is going to take, it's like you still need to hire someone to sit in front of the AI and prompt it back and forth and then take the image to an editor and edit it. So Facebook's high maintenance, but it's problem aware. It's not solution aware. So where's that factor? And it actually factors into the cost, the CPMs. So Facebook can be cheaper, quote unquote, cheaper, because you can find people who are problem aware and then convince them of your solution. So you're going up market. That's not really what that means. You're going up the awareness funnel. Okay. The solution aware people are the most expensive because they're ready to buy right now. People who are just problem aware, they're like, I have this problem. I don't know how to solve it. Their wallet is not out, but your ad can pop in front of them and say, hey, do you have this problem? We can solve it for you. And so you can find those people at a cheaper CPM, at a cheaper CPC than Google will give you. So if you're really good at it, then you can get cheaper leads, cheaper sales. I don't know if this is my personal opinion, but it takes a bit more skill. Definitely takes a bit more skill. There's more moving parts. It's just harder to make videos and images than it is to write text, which is Google. And even Google, they only give you 30 characters, right? So Facebook, you have to be a little bit better about that. So when they ask you, should we do Google, should we do Facebook? It kind of, the main thing I would think of is like the maintenance. First, are people Googling their stuff? If it's a very weird product, then no one's going to be Googling it. But if they are Googling it, like most companies, you got to think about the maintenance. I'm going to have to get someone to make creative, and not just once, but like this is going to have to be like a weekly or bi-weekly thing. So like a constant creative thing. Do you have that capability, or are you willing to build that capability? Or are you willing to charge for it? Because that will eat you alive. Some people want to run both. Talk about that in another video. Shorthand right here. Don't run both. Pick one.